The heart of the wild beats with danger, a rhythm echoing with both beauty and brutality. Get ready for the ultimate wild ride as we count down the top 10 deadliest animals in the world. From the depths of the jungle to the banks of our own rivers, we're diving deep into the heart of the animal kingdom to expose the creatures that pose the greatest threat to humankind. This isn't just about knowing your enemy, it's about understanding the power and fragility of the natural world. We'll uncover the secrets of their deadly arsenals, decode their hunting strategies, and learn how to stay safe in their territory. Coming in at number 10, we've got a creature that proves looks can be deceiving. The hippopotamus, a seemingly placid, almost comical giant with its barrel-shaped body and stubby legs. But don't be fooled by the herbivore label. These guys are highly territorial and fiercely aggressive, especially when it comes to protecting their young or their turf. You might think their bulk makes them slow and lumbering. Wrong. Hippos can clock in at a surprising 30 miles per hour in short bursts, charging through water and on land with equal ferocity. Their massive jaws can open to a terrifying 180 degrees, armed with incisors that grow up to a foot long. And here's the thing, they don't just bite. Hippos are known to crush their victims, whether it's a rival male encroaching on their territory or an unsuspecting boat that gets too close. They've even been known to overturn vehicles, their sheer weight and power making them a force to be reckoned with. Keep a safe distance from these river giants, observe them from afar, and never underestimate their raw power. The wild is full of surprises, and sometimes the deadliest predators are the ones you least expect. Number 9 on our list takes us back to the age of dinosaurs, the crocodile. These prehistoric predators are masters of disguise and ambush, blending seamlessly with murky waters, their eyes gleaming just above the surface. Crocodiles are opportunistic predators, their powerful jaws clamping down with the strongest bite force in the animal kingdom. They're patient, waiting for the perfect moment to strike with lightning speed, dragging their prey underwater for a fatal drowning. From the Nile crocodile to the fearsome saltwater crocodile, these reptiles are perfectly adapted for hunting, with sensitive snouts to detect vibrations in the water and a keen sense of smell. Don't let their sluggish sunbathing fool you. These cold-blooded killers are always ready for their next meal. Be vigilant, be aware, and never underestimate the power of these ancient predators. Our countdown takes a microscopic turn as we reach number 8. This time, the danger isn't a fearsome predator with teeth and claws, but a silent invader, the Ascaris roundworm. These intestinal worms thrive in unsanitary conditions, their eggs finding their way into our bodies through contaminated food, water, or soil. Once inside, they wreak havoc on the digestive system, leading to malnutrition, stunted growth, and even intestinal blockage. Children are particularly vulnerable to Ascaris infections, which can have long-term impacts on their health and development. It's a stark reminder that danger in the wild isn't always visible to the naked eye. Access to clean water, proper sanitation, and safe food handling practices are crucial in preventing the spread of these parasites. Even in the 21st century, the smallest creatures can pose the biggest threats to our well-being. At number 7, we encounter another unassuming killer lurking beneath the surface: freshwater snails. These seemingly harmless creatures harbor a dangerous secret. They act as hosts to microscopic parasites that can infect humans with debilitating diseases. One such disease is schistosomiasis, a parasitic infection that can cause liver damage, bladder cancer, and even spinal cord problems. The microscopic larvae of these parasites live in freshwater snails, released into the water where they can penetrate human skin. Once inside the body, they develop into adult worms, laying eggs that continue the cycle of infection. Schistosomiasis is a disease of poverty, affecting millions in developing countries with limited access to clean water and sanitation. The fight against these silent killers is a multi-pronged approach, involving snail control measures, access to safe water, and treatment for those infected. Even the smallest creatures can harbor invisible threats. Number 6 on our list might be small, but it packs a deadly punch. The assassin bug, a stealthy predator with a taste for blood, carries a silent killer, a parasite that causes Chagas disease. These nocturnal insects are masters of disguise, blending seamlessly into their surroundings as they lie in wait for their unsuspecting prey. They often bite near the mouth or eyes, earning them the nickname kissing bugs. Once they've had their fill of blood, they leave behind a trail of infected feces, often containing the parasite Trypanosoma cruzi. If this infected feces comes into contact with the bite wound or mucous membranes, the parasite can enter the bloodstream. Chagas disease can cause serious heart and intestinal problems, often decades after the initial infection. Coming in at number 5 is a tiny terror that casts a long shadow across sub-Saharan Africa, the tsetse fly. These blood-sucking insects are vectors for a deadly disease known as sleeping sickness, a parasitic infection that attacks the central nervous system. The tsetse fly is no ordinary pest. Its bite carries microscopic parasites called trypanosomes, which wreak havoc within the human body. Early symptoms of sleeping sickness include fever, headaches, and joint pain, often dismissed as a passing illness. As the disease progresses, it disrupts the sleep-wake cycle, leading to extreme fatigue and confusion, hence the name sleeping sickness. Untreated sleeping sickness is fatal, causing coma and eventually death. Controlling tsetse fly populations, developing effective treatments, and raising awareness about the disease are crucial steps in the fight against this silent stalker. Number 4 on our list might come as a surprise, but it's a stark reminder that danger can lurk in the most familiar places. Dogs, our loyal companions, can also be carriers of a deadly disease, rabies. This viral infection attacks the central nervous system, leading to excruciating pain, hallucinations, and ultimately death. Rabies is spread through saliva, usually through a bite from an infected animal. It's a global threat, with millions of animal bites reported each year and thousands of rabies deaths, primarily in developing countries. The tragedy of rabies is that it's entirely preventable. Vaccination of dogs is the most effective way to control the disease, along with responsible pet ownership and caution around stray animals. Slithering in at number 3 are creatures that have instilled fear and fascination in humans for centuries: snakes. These legless reptiles are masters of stealth, their sinuous bodies gliding effortlessly through grass, sand, and trees. While most snakes are harmless, some possess a deadly arsenal venom that can paralyze prey, and in some cases be fatal to humans. Imagine walking through tall grass, the air thick with humidity. A venomous snake could be lurking nearby, its scales camouflaged against the foliage. From the deadly venom of cobras to the lightning-fast strikes of vipers, snakes have evolved a variety of hunting strategies and venomous cocktails. Some venoms attack the nervous system, causing paralysis, while others target the blood, leading to internal bleeding. Antivenom is available for many venomous snake bites, but access to timely treatment is crucial for survival. The best way to avoid snake bites is to be aware of your surroundings. Wear protective clothing in snake-prone areas, and never try to handle a snake you can't identify. Snakes play an important role in the ecosystem, and understanding their behavior is crucial for peaceful coexistence. Number 2 on our list is a sobering reflection of our own capacity for destruction. Humans, the most intelligent species on Earth, are also responsible for an alarming amount of violence and death, both to our own kind and to the natural world. From wars to climate change to habitat destruction, we've left a trail of devastation in our wake. Imagine a world ravaged by conflict, where bombs rain down from the sky and innocent lives are lost in the crossfire. This is the reality of human violence, a scourge on our planet. We are the only species capable of wiping out entire ecosystems, of driving other creatures to extinction, and of waging war on a global scale. The consequences of our actions are far-reaching, affecting not just ourselves, but every living thing on this planet. Sometimes the greatest threat comes from within. We have the power to choose a different path, to break the cycle of violence, and to create a more sustainable and peaceful future for all. And finally, the number 1 spot on our list of the deadliest animals belongs to a creature so small, it's often dismissed as a mere nuisance: the mosquito. These tiny insects, with their high-pitched whine and itchy bites, are responsible for more human deaths than any other animal on the planet. Mosquitoes are vectors for a host of deadly diseases, including malaria, dengue fever, Zika virus, and West Nile virus. These diseases affect millions of people each year, primarily in tropical and subtropical regions. Malaria alone claims over 400,000 lives annually, mostly children under the age of 5. The tragedy is that many of these deaths are preventable. Mosquito control measures such as insecticide-treated bed nets and indoor spraying can significantly reduce the spread of these diseases. But the fight against mosquitoes is far from over. Climate change is expanding their range, bringing these deadly diseases to new areas. Developing new and effective control strategies, as well as access to healthcare and vaccines, are crucial in protecting vulnerable populations from these tiny but deadly foes. Even the smallest creatures can pose the greatest threats. So there you have it, our countdown of the top 10 deadliest animals on Earth. From microscopic parasites to apex predators, the natural world is full of creatures that can pose a threat to humans. The key takeaway is respect. By understanding the dangers, taking necessary precautions, and advocating for conservation, we can coexist peacefully and protect the incredible biodiversity of our world. Stay curious, stay informed, and always remember, the wild is a beautiful and dangerous place, and it's up to us to be responsible stewards of this planet we call home.